Howdy do, and welcome back to Green-HillGaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream, I will be showing some concept art and models from Resident Evil 3 Remake. So as always, sit back, relax, stay safe, more importantly, enjoy the live stream. So I'm taking a break from Resident Evil 3 Remake gameplay because I won't have enough time in this live stream. So I will be showing concept art and models from the game, starting with models. And hello, howdy do to my lovely viewer who has just landed in my live stream. Welcome to Green-HillGaming, to my Resident Evil 3 Remake live stream, a little bit different. I'll be showing models and concept art as opposed to gameplay, but nonetheless, hope that you enjoy the live stream and I hope that you are keeping safe and well. See Jill Valentine there, kick things off with Jill Valentine. There's Jill Valentine in her default costume, and what's really good about you don't just get to look at them, you get to rotate them very slowly nonetheless, but rotate them. You can zoom in. There's Jill Valentine Stars badge, even though I believe she's been suspended from Stars, from the Raccoon City Police Department, but she's keeping her badge anyway, nonetheless. That's it, Jill. Bop to the beat, even though there's no beat. Rock from side to side, Mrs. Valentine. Oh, you can change to her Stars gear. You can unlock that, I believe. I don't know how. I'm guessing maybe if you complete the campaign on hardcore difficulty, maybe you have to complete it on Nightmare or Inferno difficulty, or maybe you just have to complete the game in a certain amount of time. Okay, this is really annoying. Up is down and down is up. Inverted controls, I hate that. Yeah, here. What are you looking at? What are you looking at, huh? I'll blow the head off you. You know who I am. I'm Jill Valentine. Yeah, this inverted cameras, inverted controls are really annoying. Jesus Christ. Oh, you can change the pose as well. So this is Jill Valentine, ready to slice and dice. I'm sorry, these inverted controls are wrecking my head. Like, basically what I'm saying is if I press up... Oh no, it's fine. What? I'm confusing myself. Does seem to be okay now. Oh, it's fine. What? No, wait. No. I was right first. You know what? It doesn't matter. You can see her Beretta. This is a pose C. God, she looks terrified. Stay away from me, Nenny. Don't get me. You can see the detail of her wounds. So she's been severely wounded in this pose. The bandage and everything. How many costumes does she have? Jill Classic. Oh no, I'm not ready for Carlos yet. So this is Jill Valentine's classic costume, holding the grenade launcher. And this is Jill Valentine after Nemi has completely, like, annihilated her, just around the place like a rag doll. So Jill is not looking too nice here. But I love the level of detail that Capcom have put into the remake. I remember the day when I got the PlayStation 1 for the very first time on Christmas. And there was a demo that came with it called Demo 1. It's an iconic demo. And in it, there was a little technical demo. It wasn't a game or anything. It was a model of a T-Rex dinosaur. And it was basically there to demonstrate how great PlayStation 1 games will look. How 3D models will look in PlayStation. So you could rotate this 3D model of a T-Rex around, and I'm sure I know if I went back and played it now, Demo 1, and looked at that dinosaur, and it would look so outdated. But it's amazing to see how far PlayStation hardware has come. Next generation hardware. I mean, look at this. This level of detail is amazing. See any other poses? 3 poses. So that's Jill Valentine. And on her 3 costumes. Who's next? This is Carlos, but he's classic here. This is tidy Carlos. This is hygienic Carlos. Say hello. Say hello, hygienic Carlos. Oh, he's here actually. It reminds me of there's a comedian, Michael McIntyre, and he'd be hopping around the stage, and his hair be flopping. He'd be flopping that hair, and that's what Carlos reminds me of right now. I'm sorry, actually, this live stream sounded a lot more exciting in my head when I was planning it. There's 30 minutes in this live stream, but less 25 minutes now. And I was thinking, what can I do for a short live stream? I said to myself, I won't have enough time for full-on gameplay of Resident Evil 3 Remake, especially in hardcore difficulty. So I said to myself, I'll show off the models and concept art, and this will be great. This will be fun. Nonetheless, I'm still live. I will continue rolling. So this is his classic. Classic costume. Next, not really Brad Vickers there. Also, I only have 1 model for him. That's fine. What about his poses? Oh, Carlos ready to throw a grenade. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whoa, what the hell? Wait, hold up. Since when did Carlos get infected? Is he infected? Or is he just... He looks infected, he does not look one bit good. When did Carlos doesn't get infected? Does he? I completed the campaign, but I didn't take too much notes of Carlos towards the end. He didn't get infected. Or did he leave himself behind or something? I have no idea. This is confusing, to be honest with you. That boom, 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 boom. Well, he works for Umbrella. Next up, we have Brad Vickers. I just bit my tongue. Fun fact. Brad Vickers from the Stars Division of the RPD, Raccoon Police Department. Look at him, smug little fucker. This is the guy that left his colleagues behind at the Raccoon City forest. Yeah, his colleagues landed at the mansion, and he just took off on the chopper. What a coward. Stars, Special Tactics and Rescue Service. Pity he didn't do a good job rescuing... Well, he did actually rescue the surviving Stars members at the end of Resident Evil 1, to be fair. but he left him there in the first place. So I'm not going to give him too much credit, like. And this is Brad Vickers first thing in the morning. Where's me coffee? I want my coffee hot. But yeah, just the level of detail is amazing. Brady Vickers. Oh no, we do have another. Oh no, who's this? This is Murphy Seeker. What the name? One of the UBCS soldiers who gets shot by Nikolai. So that's him. I don't even think I'll have enough time for a discussion, to be honest with you. I suppose this is technically a discussion, isn't it? But yeah, he met an unfortunate end at the hands of Nikolai. He's a mercenary employed by the UBCS. Who's next? Oh, the famous Dario Rosso.
Hi.
Dario Wassi Dario. Hello, Damien Buddy. Welcome to Green-HillGaming. This is a different type of Resident Evil 3 remake live stream. I said to myself I wouldn't have enough time to do a full-on gameplay live stream, especially on hardcore difficulty. So I said to myself, I'll show the model and concept art of Resident Evil 3. So how are things with you, buddy? What's the crack? What is up with you? I bet you're keeping safe and well as always, man. Dario says hi. Dario is a fucking coward. He left his wife and daughter outside in Raccoon City to be eaten by zombies while he ran into the warehouse and hid in a truck. This bastard.
I'm fine, man, you.
I am glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it, man. Yeah, man, all good. All good now. All good now, thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Surviving, man.
Wash hands.
Robert Kendo. What the fuck was that? Oh yeah. Loving the emoji. Gotta wash those hands, man. Although I actually got a weird rash on my wrist earlier today when I came back from Lidl to get my shopping. I used their hand sanitizer, and I don't know, man, about 10 minutes after I came back I had this weird fucking red rash on my wrist, man. I shat myself, man, seriously. You know me now, like, when I over worry, like, I thought I was going to die, man, seriously. But no, I'm grand now. But loving the emojis, man. You gotta wash those hands, man. Robert Kendo.
Probably piss in it.
Oh God. Okay, now I feel worse. Probably is though. Oh God. Okay, I'm actually scared, to be honest. Robert Kendo has a tragic story. His daughter gets infected. His young daughter gets infected by the T virus. This is Robert Kendo from the
Sniff,
Kendo
sniff.
Gun Shop. Sniff, sniff. But I know. Smells bad. well gone now. But all this hand sanitizers and washing hands and everything, man. I mean, our hands will be like fucking his hands, shortly enough. Robert Kendo from the Kendo Gun Shop. Oh no, it's actually called Gun Shop Kendo. Honest to God, like the name of his gun shop, Capcom decided to call it Gun Shop Kendo. Why not just call it Kendo's Gun Shop? Like, it would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? Anyway, that's Robert Kendo. I need to move along quickly. Now, I've been saying this since Resident Evil 2 Remake. I mean, I love what Capcom have done with the remakes, right? But the zombie dogs just look so fake. It's like something you'd buy in a fucking gift shop or something. I mean, like, seriously, like, oh Jesus Christ, too much information there. But I've got different poses as well. Just something about them that just looks so rubbery, like.
Excited for RE4.
Oh God, RE4. If they're remaking Resident Evil 4, As in, like, if they're, how can I put this? I don't know how to put it. If they're remaking the game that we know as Resident Evil 4, I would not be excited. But if they reimagine Resident Evil 4 and introduce new story elements and gameplay elements, I would be excited. It's just I don't see a need for a remake of Resident Evil 4. I could
Getting FF7.
Definitely getting Final Fantasy 7, 100%. Definitely getting that, man. I just haven't gotten round to getting it, to be honest with you, because of everything being a lockdown. I'm so used to going into physical stores and picking up the game, but I will definitely be getting Final Fantasy 7. Holy shit, man! Look at this, man. Nemesis. Oh my god, Nemesis Stage 2. God Almighty, man! How freaky is that? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Just imagine if the Umbrella Corporation, like, were still operating, you know, deep beneath the streets of the world's cities, and were researching and developing these biological weapons. And imagine if they sold them to the world's militaries. Like, you know, there was a war. Imagine if a war started tomorrow morning, like, and, you know,
Dangling.
Dangling, man, exactly. The detail is amazing, man, it really is. He has another pause as well. Oh God, ready to strike. Look at this, man, Jesus Christ. Ready to strike. Imagine seeing that in the battlefield. God Almighty. Jesus. Oh, he's got another pause.
Stop zooming up to his Jolly Roger.
I can't help it, man. It's so intriguing. I want to joke. God, which one, man? Look at these fucking things, man. Christ. Which Jolly Roger? Joke. Oh, look. It's Charlie. Charlie. The hat man wouldn't fucking fit his fucking nose, man, let alone his fucking head.
Emoji happy tears.
That's all the models. Actually, the stream is going well, because at 15 minutes of models, I don't think it's going to be 15 minutes of concept art, because I pretty much, you've seen all these before. Yeah, you would have seen these before. But I think the new one is, this is new. Unfortunately, you can't zoom into the concept art. This is Nest 2, Umbrella's top secret, surprisingly top secret research and development facility, where they were researching. They were actually developing they had the G virus down here. Not the G virus, the T virus down here. Well, actually, no. This was more targeted towards developing a vaccine, actually, for the T virus, actually. But they still had biological weapons down there. But the reason it's surprisingly top secret is because it's deep beneath a fucking hospital. I mean, surely fucking, you know, little Johnny, the thing, what would you call them? The fucking caretaker, I couldn't think of what they're called. There's a name for them. Would have, you know, got into the elevator and pressed the wrong button and went, you know, underground and ended up inside Nest 2. Then again, if little Johnny did end up in Nest 2 where he wasn't supposed to be, I don't think he'd come back alive. So that's probably why it stayed a secret. But still, it's kind of hard to believe how there could be a top secret Umbrella research facility underground a hospital without somebody discovering it. Here are some more shots of Nest 2, particularly the encounter with Stage 3 of Nemi. Here's a storyboard of what looks to be, if I can make it out, it looks like Jill's encounter with Nemi.
Going to continue with the hardcore difficulty?
Oh, definitely. Just to clear things up, 100% definitely. See, this is one of my 30-minute live streams. So in fact, I'll be ending the live stream in about 12 minutes. So
Be right back.
Sorry, me controller died. Apologies, technical difficulties. So yeah, it would have been a very stressful live stream if I had done a 30-minute live stream of hardcore difficulty, that's for sure. But tomorrow now, I will be returning to hardcore difficulty with the campaign. And this is Mega Man. Mega Man has never looked so strange. My God. Obviously Mega Man, one of Capcom's games. Okay, so the rest of the live stream is going to be a little bit of a discussion of Resident Evil 3.
Doom Eternal?
I was playing Doom Eternal yesterday and I got stuck in an area and like I know where to go, I just don't know what to do. There's a thing behind the gate that I have to get to, but I can't figure out how to open the gate. So it's so fucking stressful, man. I did a live stream yesterday, about an hour. Yeah, it was about 45 minutes. Kirby with a knife was in the live stream, and it ended up becoming an Animal Crossing New Horizons discussion live stream than a Doom live stream, because the two of us were just talking about Animal Crossing non-stop while I was stuck in this area because I didn't have a clue where to go. So I'm probably going to have to look up on YouTube where to go in that area in Doom Eternal. But it's just so hard to figure out what to do. So the discussion is going to be it's going to involve Resident Evil 3 and a possible reimagining of Resident Evil 4. So basically, Capcom, as we know now, have remade the original Resident Evil trilogy. So the mansion incident has been retold. And in doing so, they've actually introduced new story elements, including the architect of the mansion, George Trevor, and his family. That was a new story element introduced into Resident Evil 1 remake. Other than that, it was more or less the same game. We've seen Leon's first day on the job, the Raccoon City incident being remade, and obviously Resident Evil 3, which is the real, I suppose, Raccoon City incident, when Raccoon City got nuked. So those three games have been remade. The original trilogy have been remade. Now, with the original trilogy, Capcom followed with, well, they followed with Code Veronica, I should point that out. They followed with Code Veronica. So really, you could actually argue that Code Veronica is technically Resident Evil 4. But because they didn't give a number to it, it's not Resident Evil 4, but it really should be. So with Code Veronica, Claire Redfield goes to Europe to track down her lost brother, Chris Redfield, and finds out a little bit about one of the founding families of the Umbrella Corporation. But the Umbrella Corporation are still going strong in Code Veronica. It's just Claire Redfield trying to basically bring down... Well, no, Chris is trying to bring down Umbrella because he went to Europe. He went to their headquarters in Europe, and Claire is following Chris. So Code Veronica is basically kind of setting up the events of taking down Umbrella. So it would actually make more sense really if Capcom remade Code Veronica. But anyway, or else they could include story elements of Code Veronica into what I would love to be a reimagining of Resident Evil 4. So basically, with Raccoon City being nuked and Jill Valentine surviving, and knowing that her colleagues Chris and Barry and Rebecca and the rest of the surviving STARS members went to Europe to basically go straight to their headquarters and take them down, destroy Umbrella, it gives an opportunity for Capcom to reimagine what Resident Evil 4 would be. So maybe we can see all these characters going to Europe to try to infiltrate the Umbrella Corporation and try to take them down. And it could get deep. Like you could encounter the likes of Alfred Ashford. Again, they could include elements from Code Veronica into this reimagining. So that's what I would like to see from Resident Evil 4. I don't want to see just a carbon kind of remake of Resident Evil 4, you know, like we saw with 2 and 3. Don't get me wrong, Resident Evil 4 is a great game. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's a good Resident Evil game as well. There's no need for that game to be remade, in my opinion. Code Veronica, I would settle with. You know, I would like a remake of Code Veronica. So I'm just gonna I've been rattling my brain for a while, like trying to think like what exactly they could do with Resident. Son is like ... Hello, son. Sonny. Welcome to the last 5 minutes or so of the live stream. So I was just showing some concept art and character models of Resident Evil 3, but I'm also discussing what I would love Capcom to do with Resident Evil 4, which would be a reimagining. Not a remake, not a remaster, just a complete and utter reimagining. So like, let me think now how it would start. Well, basically, like when Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, and the rest of the surviving STARS members discovered that Umbrella were behind everything. You know, they were developing a biological weapon, the T-virus, on the ground in a mansion. They discovered that there was a very sinister cover-up involving the Raccoon City Police Department. Like Albert Wesker, the captain of STARS, was actually working with Umbrella, and he was ordered to lure the STARS members into the mansion to basically wipe them out one by one to gather combat data on them. So at the end, I just fixing my phone. At the end of Resident Evil 1, like Jill is like, okay, well, we know all this now. We're going to go to the Raccoon City Police Department and report it to Chief Brian Irons. Little did they know, Chief Brian Irons was also working for the Umbrella Corporation, or taking bribes from them anyway to keep things quiet about what they were doing in the city. But now that the city has been completely destroyed, and now that the city has been completely infected, like, Jill is like, okay, enough is enough. If people are not going to listen to us, we're going to make them listen to us. So their kind of basically goal will be to go right to the headquarters of the Umbrella Corporation. Maybe it could be a case where, you know, Chris got kidnapped on his way to Europe, and you're basically, and maybe the rest of them did too. Maybe they were captured by Umbrella, and maybe maybe you're playing as Jill again. I don't know. Be kind of weird if you played as Jill again, but maybe you don't play as Jill. Maybe play as Claire Redfield or something like that, because she was one of the playable characters in Resident Evil Code Veronica. Again, this would be a reimagining of Resident Evil 4. So maybe you could play as Claire Redfield, maybe like the likes of Chris and Jill, and even Leon have been, like, you know, captured by the Umbrella Corporation in some sort of like massive lab in Europe, and you have to go there, and I don't know. I leave the rest up to Capcom, but that kind of a type of game is what I would like from Resident Evil 4. Maybe we don't see, like, because in Resident Evil 4 there is no Umbrella. It's like, okay, Umbrella finished now, they're folded, they're gone. I don't know, because Umbrella could cover it up, like Umbrella could cover this up, like, I mean, yes, the city was destroyed, but there's no evidence linking Umbrella to the Raccoon City the Raccoon City incident. There's no evidence. So they could actually, Umbrella could still be around. Umbrella could be like, oh, we assisted with rescuing civilians. Well, unfortunately, you know, the virus got out of hand, you know. So like, nobody knows that Umbrella is actually developing top secret biological weapons. Jill Valentine does, STARS does, but nobody will take them serious. They've been suspended, like STARS have been suspended. So that kind of conspiracy could still go on between the Maybe other police departments across the world, even in Europe, are kind of, have been. So I suppose before I end the live stream in 2 minutes, maybe we get to see the Umbrella Corporation in more detail than we've ever seen them before. Maybe the Umbrella Corporation can be portrayed as almost like the Illuminati of the Resident Evil series, that they have complete control over the police force, politics, everything, and you realise that you're Jill Valentine, Leon and Chris, you're 3 people trying to convince the world that this massive corporation that owns the world essentially is responsible for the viral outbreak in Raccoon City, but nobody will listen to you. So that's kind of what I want to see. I want to see Umbrella Corporation still a major threat, probably more of a threat now than it's ever been, and going to their headquarters and seeing all their deadly biological weapons being in development and their sinister plans for what they want with the world. Maybe Oswald E. Spencer can be deduced before he gets killed by fucking, because we see Oswald Spencer for a minute in Resident Evil 5 and he gets killed straight away. So maybe we can see the founder of the Umbrella Corporation. Maybe you can come face to face with him. So things like that is what I'd like to see in Resident Evil 4. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. But until then, I want to say thank you to anyone who watched this very exciting live stream of character models and concept art from Resident Evil 3 Remake, and a bit of a discussion at the end there about what I would like to see Capcom do with Resident Evil 4. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate the support. Stay safe, and I will see you next time on Green Hill Gaming.